Well, welcome back, everybody, to another episode of, well, you know what show you're watching. And today's episode is not featuring the semi. We're just out back because this is episode 4 of the Baja Bug. And today Dad and I are graciously joined by our friends William and Bryan from Charger 323 Mopar and Dust Devil Garage, respectively, here on Memorial Day. And that's what this whole video is about, is us just hanging out. And, well, Dad and I will be working on the bug a little bit. William's got some transmission stuff he's going to show us. In fact, he's out there working on transmission right now. And Bryan and I have been doing a lot of wheeling and dealing and haggling. And mostly we're just having fun because this is the first time all three of us have been gathered, well, at my place, technically, our place. So it's pretty freaking cool. So hope you guys enjoy this video. And, well, you're going to get to see us fix the floors on the old bug. Yeah. So what are you doing?
You taking this GoPro up? I already got my GoPro set up.
Oh, a little behind the scenes action for my viewers.
Getting my tools set up, getting ready to take this thing out. Actually feels like it's locked up, which is not a problem.
It probably is. It looks a little rustier on that side than I remember.
A little bit.
Well, when you leave them out in the rain, they just tend to do that.
That is true. We're gonna see what we get into. I like that shirt, William.
Best of all, it's black, so if I get grease on me, all I can do is that. It don't matter.
Perfect. So let's get into that transmission.
Yep.
So you take all them bolts out. I love how rusty that thing is.
Did you feel that one when you took it out, William? I'm not going to mess up your video.
Fine.
No, it's just that when you pulled that one out, you feel when you pulled that bolt out, I heard it. It went through threads.
Yeah, I see the threads, but that's not how I take them out.
That's what people use the slide hammer on. And that's where I just run a longer bolt through it and push it, and it pushes the pump out.
Ah.
Now, on a rusty pump like that, it might crack the case. I don't know.
Well, the case is already cracked, so it
All
doesn't
the
matter.
ones I've ever done, you run a bolt through there, and it pushes out.
It's true, that case is
Your
already
way
destroyed.
I want to see your way.
I've only taken apart clean, not rusty transmissions, so
Yeah,
I may
me
have
too.
to do Bryan's thing.
I've got bolts, don't worry.
Nasty.
And you thought you were gonna need the pry bars for that?
Usually I do.
Oh, wow.
That's nasty.
That is kind of nasty.
Very nasty.
That's also what happens to a 727 that when you're told to do a neutral drop.
That's actually still good. You just got to clean the rust off.
That's not supposed to be.
What is
out.
that?
This is one of the struts for one of the bands.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be on the band.
Well, I told you this transmission was already kind of halfway apart.
Yeah.
You're only here for the tail shaft.
Yeah, but I got to take all that out to get that.
That's the pain in the
The whole thing has to be taken completely apart to get.
See, this is why I just said, you know what, William, you can just have it. I didn't know he's got to go through that nightmare.
Not a nightmare. I've done it probably three times now.
Yeah, but look how rusty that thing is.
Just a challenge.
It's true. So, yeah, if you guys want to see more on that, you're going to have to check out William's video because he's filming it, and I'm not going to ruin that for him. Like I said, I'm just here to show my friends a good time and have fun and whatnot. So, we'll see what we get into later. We got missing
Stick
part.
that in and turn it, and it pops the pump out.
Oh, well, that would be very handy.
It's really easy, actually.
But since that one's missing parts,
in there, I see
Since
stuff
that one's
spinning.
spinning, since this one's missing some pieces, I can't do that.
so we're going to need to do it.
You're gonna need either a slide hammer or a bolt about yay long. I can't remember what size it is though.
Or a hammer to hit on this.
Here, I got a crappy tripod.
It may not work.
What about that charger bumper you want over there? You want me to use that as a hammer?
I don't want to dent it.
What about this rear end? I'm pretty sure.
No, not that one.
I'm not He-Man, so.
I'll go get you a hammer, William. So William wants a hammer. So now the question is, do I bring him the tiniest hammer I have, or do I bring him the biggest sledge I have? Because that is the question now. So you need a hammer?
The whole part's in, yeah. I don't think the rubber chicken's gonna work.
What, you don't want to use the chicken? Come on, you know you got
I don't
to
think
give it a
it'll-
whack.
Okay.
Give it a whack. Come on. You know it's gonna pop it right out.
No.
The fact that you did it. Oh, that's fantastic.
Things you do for content.
Exactly. Yep, there it goes. At least it looks like it from this side. Wow, that is...
My way's a lot quieter.
Actually moving?
I don't
I
know.
don't think
think
it's
that's
moving
moving.
much. I say it turned in there.
I may have to
Yep, we probably should get the bolts. All right, so with the bolt maker,
You hear it?
yeah, it's coming right out.
You may need longer bolts.
May need.
I may need a stronger impact.
No, you
I
probably
think that's
bottomed
what
out
it
on
is.
those bolts. I think you need
Yeah, we're on the shank. Yep. We're on the shank of the bolt.
Okay.
Oh well,
Well,
that
we're
works.
out far enough. We're out far enough. I may be able to punch it out from the other side.
Yeah. Well, okay, you see how that works?
Yeah,
Isn't
that's,
that easier than a slide hammer?
that looks way easier.
I guess.
Ain't no big deal.
I don't know.
I should be able to punch it out from this side now. Now that it's already moved. Maybe.
Maybe. There, yep. There she came.
Oh, you got it tore up now.
3 gear planetaries.
The clutches look like probably ain't bad.
Without taking it apart. Probably a little worn.
Well, they did withstand a neutral drop.
Ah.
Dad is the one who told me to do it.
Ah.
He's the one who sends this one to death.
Sprag!
Oh,
Oh, you're lucky. Oh, well, you actually had this apart though, didn't you?
oh yeah, this transmission's been apart. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we robbed
I was
parts.
gonna say.
We robbed parts from this one and another one to build the one that's currently in the satellite. That's the one that came out of the satellite that we grenaded. It only had like second gear barely, and a lot of neutrals, and it barely pulled. I remember that day, Dad, because I remember we just got.
Yours are still good, even though
They're
they're.
good. They're 3 gear planetaries, but they're still good.
Oh,
You want to hang on to those?
those are kind of cool. They're all crappy and stuff. Nobody wants that stuff.
It's good for stock.
I've never had one of these things apart. That's actually kind of cool.
This would actually be usable. You just got to get it cleaned up.
Yeah,
That's the piece that explodes when the sprag, when you roll the sprag.
that's a drum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, daggone, William, you're making quick work of that thing.
Yeah.
It's like you know what you're
See where
doing.
the damage. Oh, there might be where the damage is. That ain't moving real good.
Yeah, that's not wanting to come out.
I know, William's taking the tail shaft.
The sprag is probably stuck on here.
We'll get her.
I did that to the small block. Small block 727 I took apart.
There always had to. I probably put that one in there myself.
That's about the way I got them rear ends on them.
That was real nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Put the most valuable one on the top shelf.
Put the one I'm going to be buying on the top shelf.
There you go.
There it went.
There we go.
And there's your whole kit right there.
It's gone.
Well, it's been dry for a little bit.
That's it. Tail shaft, the output shaft and the tail shaft housing are good.
Perfect. There you go, William. I'd say Merry Christmas,
Scrap
but
metal for a pile.
The only other pieces that it has in here is this and the other gear on the inside, which is probably stuck to the sprag.
yeah, it would kind of look like it. That'll make a great planter for Anna.
How'd that get your
Sitting outside. All right, so I'm going to give you guys just a quick little sneak peek at this Baja Bug thing here. So, no, it's called Baja, William. Yeah, gummit.
Baja.
Baja.
J is pronounced with an H.
This is America.
In America, we say J's.
So, Dad's Baja Bug had some ventilated floor pans. And Well, I bought a bunch of road signs to fix another ventilated floor pan I got. You know, quite a few, because I knew I was going to need a few to fix that white Dodge back there. Well, off-white, kind of a white stain, kind of a stained white color. But I knew I was going to need a lot of those to fix the floors in it. And well, Dad already has made quick work of the Bug using them. Perfect. Because Dad does not give a crap. He does not want to spend $1,500 on pans. And well, we got other plans for this Bug, and it's just supposed to be a toy. So, there's your little peek. Now we're going to go for a tour on the property, but you guys don't need to see all that.
Oh no, he's not. That's a box turtle.
It's not a box turtle. That's just a little soft shell guy.
Is it a box turtle? I thought that's a box turtle looked like.
And there he goes. It's funny, I just told you guys, yeah, there's turtles here.
There's the turtle.
Perfect timing. What are you doing, Dad?
Mixing up my floorboard.
Oh boy.
One of them things. That brings me back to the old 80 train there.
Liquid floorboard right there.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
If it'll work on a rock crusher, it'll work on a floorboard.
Yep. Huh. That would appear to be an empty bucket. Dad, how goes the floor making?
Well, it's gonna take more than I thought.
Well, you almost can't even tell that you put anything in there. It looks factory to me.
It's plastic. It ain't gonna rust.
Just a carpenter beat. Yeah. If it gets down low enough, I can smack it.
You see that tape I found?
That tape looked fantastic. I like your tape job on everything.
All they do is keep
That's for, they use it on air conditioning duct work and stuff. It's real sticky.
Yeah, don't get it on your arm hair.
Well, don't peel the whole paper off because it rolls up and sticks to itself. And
Oh.
Yeah, I just see you start a little paper back and you
we had a bunch of wood beads.
Well, I see that working out a lot better. At least it's gonna seal all that crap up.
and the battery might have a place to sit.
That is true. And at least it'll be all bonded together now. This is not just some like hardware store special epoxy. This is pretty powerful stuff. And plus the Bug is supposed to just be a toy.
Yeah.
Dad don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on her, so we'll make her suit our needs just fine.
Sure ain't got enough metal to weld to.
Nope, that is for sure. All right. What you working on, Dad?
Your old badger.
So we're getting the Badger Bug currently leveled out because we're going to be pouring the front floorboard as well as like we did on the rear. And this is actually some really stout stuff. So, and of course this thing is pretty rotten. Dad priced out what it was going to cost to replace the pans, and well, they weren't that bad. And this stuff's pretty stout. Well, this thing's just a toy, ain't it? So
I ain't gonna put it on the highway, I don't think.
no, this thing's pretty rotten, really. I mean, the rockers, we knew what we were buying. So, I mean, anybody who thinks this is a sin, I'm sorry. You're going to get mad, but you're just going to get over it because this is Dad's Bug and Dad's going to build it Dad's way.
You ain't gonna ride.
Yeah. So, we're getting the Bug leveled out so that way we can pour the front floorboard. So that way it doesn't actually get in our pedals there and screw all that stuff up. So,
What's my level saying?
your level is saying
Which way's
You're-
the bubble?
you're too high now.
Too high?
Too high now.
Well, there's down a little.
Come on down a little more. You want it level?
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Well, we might have it go a little towards the back.
Yeah,
Maybe it's just right there.
it's pretty good right there, probably. It's good enough.
Just trying to keep the dirt and the crap from coming up in the cab.
That's true. We got a cage to protect us. Even though it's attached to rockers that are rotted out, but
Rotten rocker.
it's okay.
Pretty solid.
We just don't plan on rolling it.
It's barred across here. It's attached to a rotten rocker.
Well, no, this is solid down here.
And that's all broke out back there, but you know,
We don't plan on taking this thing on like 12-foot monster truck jumps or nothing.
no rock crawling and crap like that.
No.
Maybe,
Just a,
maybe.
Maybe down the road. But
falls apart, then we'll fix it.
that's true. We got the iron. But this is just a getter. Who cares? Whatever. It's just a Volkswagen. There's 100 million of them out there, so.
Yeah.
This is ours, so we're just going to build her our way. So, that's how we do shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna go get the backing,
You mean the floor in a can?
the floor in a can.
Alrighty. Seriously, people, don't take this stuff that seriously. There's plenty of Baja Bugs out there in the world still if you wanted one, so I don't think this one's gonna really be a big deal. But all that matters, we're gonna have fun in this daggone thing once we get this done. You know, that liquid floorboard in a can is pretty fantastic stuff, Dad.
Yeah, sir.
That looks a heck of a lot better.
I got some dripping out here.
Oh no, you had a hole?
Yeah.
Oh crap. Oh, that'd be fine. That stuff's already getting hard.
Yeah.
Well,
Self leveling, comes nice and smooth.
and strong.
And it'll hold. I've drilled and tapped a 3/8 hole, tapped it, and put my torque wrench on it. And I got like 35, 40 foot-pounds before it stripped. So that ain't bad.
The only reason why we're using this stuff is because it's expired.
It expired.
So, it'll work perfectly for a vehicle, especially a Volkswagen. So, we're gonna let that stuff cure up and then get brake lines ran and get everything finished up, and then we can put all the interior back in this thing and hopefully be able to run and drive, because that's actually what we're working on in the background. We're not getting too much into it, but I'll take you for a little tour real fast. Since Dad has been hard at work on the old Baja Bug.
Something about hard.
We've blown out the main fuel line. We got that freed up. That was a nightmare and a half. We had to get, what did we end up using shoving through that fuel line? We used the throttle cable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took the throttle cable because it was broken, and we used it to clean out that line. It had a huge muzdauber's nest, and Dad's got a new master cylinder on here. We got the special rubber hose, a special hose just for the brake fluid from J-Bugs, or I think that's who we got it from.
Got a new canister.
We got new canisters, so we're going to have all new brakes. We're going to have to run a whole new brake line to the back because it disintegrated into like 17 pieces. And so the gas tank will get cleaned out. Of course, that'll go back in here and all that stuff, but just stuff that, you know, really isn't super necessary that needed to be on video. So right now it's fix the floorboards and, well, we ain't welding that crap up.
No, and then I can start running stuff on top of that. But there wasn't no sense running my new brake line, which goes right through the cab on a Volkswagen, a rear brake line. There's no sense putting that brake line in until you get it fixed.
It's true. And this
Until
is
you get the floor fixed.
And this is fixed enough for just something that's going to be off-road Baja Bug goodness, greatness.
Mm.
Even though this one is street legal, but
Then we go chase some cows.
there we go. Yeah. All right, let's get back to her. He made it back.
You said that thing sat all winter?
Yeah.
It's just not fired up. That is a good fucking
That's
run.
nice.
Yeah, we actually haven't started the van up, and the van hasn't run, well, actually, we just drove the 800, which if you want to see that, you have to watch William's video, because he caught that. I wasn't filming. But we moved the other 800, the older one, back behind there with the other red and white semi, and Dad just wanted to get his van out, and literally it's been sitting for, it's better than a year, and it just literally fired right up. The 800 fought me a little bit, but
Yeah, it fired up too.
yeah.
People say your stuff don't run.
Well, it kind of runs. Runs good enough for video purposes.
It runs better than half the people out there projects right now.
Well, thank you, Brian.
It runs better than my car.
Well, your car doesn't have an engine in it right now.
Exactly. It runs better than his car.
I guess that is, well, technically his engine runs as optimal as it can right now in its current state.
Yeah. Best gas mileage ever.
That is true. How goes the van driving, Kimosabi?
Like it does when I've parked it.
It's kind of amazing that thing firing right the heck up.
Yeah.
Street demon.
Brakes are good. Steering good.
Yeah, I couldn't even get the camera out fast enough and you were peeling out down the road.
I just, well, Give her a little limber enough.
Well, I'm glad the van was running good for you.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
We'll get back on that one of these days.
We'll get back on her eventually. But right now, we're focused on the Baja Bug.
Looks pretty cool pulling that Baja Bug.
Oh, that would look cool. We haven't lost any interest in the van. We've just got more projects that we're more focused on, but at least now the van is free because the other 800 was kind of locking it in here. So at least now it can be accessed.
Yeah.
So if we decide to do the interior this summer like we were talking about, we can. Time for an update on the old bugger. So Bryan and William have unfortunately left, but they have made it respectively home to their individual homes, and just want to thank them for coming out and giving us such awesome company. They were excellent to hang out with, as always. I mean, they are some of my best friends here on YouTube, so I would hope they were a good company. And plus, William left us with a fan. One of his fans that he collects, and this Westinghouse is a really nice old job from the 20s or 30s, and thank you again for that, William. But Dad wanted me to show you, oh yeah, the stalactites and his repair. He just really doesn't care. But there's the drips from the liquid floor pan. Oh my. Now we'll probably leave those. There ain't nothing wrong with that. But I will tell you, it is really solid in here, and Dad is working on replacing the brake line because, well, it's in really horrible shape. I mean, it came out in like 3 pieces. I don't know where we left it, but Dad's gonna be bending a whole new brake line, 1/8 inch copper nickel. Dad, where'd you put that old brake line? Oh, I wanted to show the viewers that gnarly, yeah.
The gnarliness.
Yeah, so, yeah. The tubing is a little ventilated.
We probably wasn't gonna get a lot of pressure through that.
Probably not, so. What'd you reckon, about 7 foot?
Yeah, about 7 foot.
So good old copper nickel, that's 1/8 inch, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad's gonna bend himself some new brake lines, that way the bugger's got brake line at least, that way we got brakes, that way we can stop when we're finally getting that thing tooling around.
Yeah, we'll drag it home and fix it again.
Yeah, a little more backup material, that'll solve everything.
It's a Baja Bug.
That is true. That's a lot of freaking. Don't you be poking me with that. Remember that COVID, it's like 6 foot away?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a tester.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, we'll keep you guys updated. Alrighty, so Dad got his brake line all done up, and it is a long son of a gun. We left it plenty long, so now we're gonna try the fun task of trying to feed it through the bugger. And, well, wish us luck because, well, if anybody out there still watching and they have any love for us, this is probably going to have lots and lots of suck and lots of cuss words, so. Yeah, so we gotta feed it through a little hole right there, and that's gotta snake along there, get underneath the pedals, and go through a hole on the firewall. Then you gotta poke out that little hole down there and come up and get to the top of the master cylinder. So, that's gonna be fun. Ah, there it is. Alright, now we get to start the fun job. Ah, I did.
Oh, I cut it too short.
Oh no. That expensive special hydraulic brake fluid rubber hose stuff that's braided from Germany that's supposed to run. It's kind of silly. But we do have that stuff along with all the new brake hardware. Dad's got that. We just got the reservoir in there and the hoses attached. We promised to clean those hoses, those little pipettes right there. We clean those. And those are definitely not the original screws we just reused. But I promise you, we at least got new hose parts.
Well, that looks like that's going to be a tight fit.
Yeah, that does. Alright, well, we made it work. And those hoses aren't as tight as they look. It's just, we would like a little bit more hose there, but that's all they gave you.
You 3 foot, supposed to be 3 foot. That's all you need.
Yep, so
Shit, I'd say about 4 foot.
yeah, it'd be a little bit nicer in that kit to get a little more hose there, but made it work. So yeah, we just gotta fill that thing up and let her drip out and drain out, so that way it'll self-bleed itself, because there's Volkswagen stuff going on right there, German stuff. That's looking almost done, dude. There you go.
Kind of sketchy.
Well, we had to learn about the different kind of brake flare fittings. That apparently this is it bubble flare more or less. It's just different than our inverted flares we normally do on all of our muscle car stuff. But I think we got something that'll work there with our new brake line. So now we're gonna probably push the pedal and see all this stuff start spewing brake fluid everywhere, because master cylinder's full and that's bled itself a couple of times. It let fluid come all the way through it. So yep, I guess now all we got to do is just watch it shoot brake fluid everywhere, Dad.
I imagine I'll have to go to the wheels.
Oh yeah, yeah. The whole brake breeding process.
Every one of these freaking hoses would probably collapse.
Probably, yeah. Well, all is not well in Bugland, because, well, where our fitting attached in the back, the little T, is leaking, unfortunately, so that means reflaring that guy. But Dad's tired of having to lay on his back to work on everything on this daggone bug, so he's going to drill himself a pilot hole from underneath so he can cut a big ass hole back there, so that way he can access that T without laying on his back anymore. Because this seems to be kind of a pain in the butt area anyways. So that's what we're doing now. How you feeling, Dad?
About had all the bug I could take for a day.
Yeah. So after Dad got his access panel made here for this little brake T here, turns out that fitting we thought that had a messed up flare on it, the one we had it right there, no, it wasn't even tight yet. So Dad got that tightened up, and now we got it to where it ain't leaking anymore. Knock on bug. And so now we're just going to check to see how we're lucky we're going to get on the bleeders, see if they'll break free or just break off. Now that I said that, knock on bug. Make that a thing. But, yep, so wish us luck that all fine and definitely not going to, you know, blow out on us at any moment. No, they're going to be great. We got disc brakes in the front, though, luckily. Someone has already converted this thing, so that's pretty freaking sweet. But we'll probably be relying on the drums working most of the time. What have you got done since we were back from Mopars in the Park, Dad? Oh, God. From what I can hear, it's been a struggle for Dad getting all these brakes done, but he finally got the gas tank put back in there, and, well, now, there's a dadgum brake pedal in the old Baja Bug. And it no longer moves when you got the brakes depressed. So that's a fantastic deal. Now try and move it. Now my foot's off the brake. There we go. So
Crazy, that's just sort of self-bleeding. Self-bleeding. I never seen the master cylinder do that, but I just left the bleeders open all the way around. Cause I noticed that when I was doing this front one. Shoot, I got brake fluid here. And I'll just fill this thing up and leave them all open. And sure as heck, all of them started bleeding.
well, I saw the stain on one of the back tires, and I kind of figured you probably got that to work.
Yeah, it was sitting there leaking faster than I could get it closed up.
That's pretty fantastic. So we basically call brakes done, and you got fuel system going back in there.
Fine, you ain't gonna like where I found my 1/4-inch fuel hose.
Uh-oh. What'd you rob from me? What'd you steal?
You remember our run stand? We had the Hemi on.
Yeah,
The first one had the little switches.
yeah.
The oil pressure gauge went way over there, and I lined it with
I remember that, yeah.
hose. Yeah, that was the only 1/4-inch hose, like fuel hose that I could find.
Fair enough.
So I had to clip the end so I could get about that much fuel hose. Hook this up.
Well, it works. It works.
You know, I'll probably need 1/4-inch on the back end too.
More than likely. I guess let's go ahead and get this daggone hood back on. Once for all.
That'd be cool.
Eventually we'll get these daggone headers out of the way. But, that'll be someday.
I've already hit my wonder I ain't busted the back glass out.
Yeah, but it ain't happened yet, so.
Yeah, now it will before I go in.
That ain't no shit.
Right.
Alrighty, so now the hood is on. I had to kind of abandon Dad on that one because that was just aggravating for me. And well, I'm working on stuff for the old white trash 64 Dodge in the background, getting the dual quad setup ready. So let Dad handle that. And how did that turn out?
Yeah, that's one way turning down any fuel leak.
I like that 2x4 you got in there. Oh, that's much better.
Yeah, seems like if you pick it up on this corner, it opens right up. But if you try to pick it up with 2 hands,
Yeah. And we got new straps for up there.
yeah.
But I see you got the light on right there, so that must mean only one thing.
Battery to power, turbine to speed.
What do you think about it, Anna?
I think that's so exciting and hilarious.
Well, I really dig the sound of the old Baja Bug. I think it's just got the right freaking sound. That's fantastic. I have to take that to no name.
I'll have to take that to no name.
Yeah. That'd be... She sounds pretty rowdy. But now she's actually pulling out of the gas tank. We got a fuel filter. We got the 2-barrel progressive carburetor on there working right. We got all the spark plugs to actually stay in so far. And we've got all the wires connected, so everything seems to be working just fine. So with this proof of concept, with basically everything functioning as it should on El Baja Bug, so that means now we can do all the wiring and
Start wiring and feel good about it.
do all the cool wiring stuff like we did on the old Barracuda. And we can also do all the dress up stuff, get all the lights on this thing and get it ready to prowl.
You got brakes,
You got brakes now.
you got steering,
If your seats were in there, we could technically, now you got a floorboard again
you
too.
got a throttle, and we
And-
got a clutch.
Yeah, everything's technically functional if only your seats were in there. Anna, you're slacking because Dad asked you to stitch that feller up.
I mean, that stuff's better than a pickup.
And to think literally, so as we're filming this previous Friday was when I first debuted the Baja Bug series. And I mean, this has been a lot of background work and seriously, this has been a background project for, well, I don't know if we have this for like a couple months
I
now.
don't know, but it's put a lot of our other ones on hold because I can't do that in this business.
Well, and you needed a little project. And this has been fun just getting this thing going because this engine was completely stuck when we got it. And then it broke free. I mean, we still have a broken valve spring and we technically have spark plug holes that should be fixed, but it's freaking working.
That's all I want, just drive the range.
Yeah. It's not going to be like super sanitary street machine or anything. It's literally just a toy for Dad. Because Dad likes toys.
I may have to drive it in town, I don't know.
Well, it's street legal technically. We'll have blinkers and everything. I like that exhaust. I think that sounds really good. All right, well, of course we had to play with the slow motion camera. That was just neat. Getting to see the spark on the distributor cap and all that stuff, that's always freaking cool. Well, I'd say this is a heck of a victory, Dad. The only thing left to do is get those seats in this thing so way you can back it out of here and dig a donut.
Badger, what do you call it?
Badger donut? Danger ride?
Danger ride.
Oh boy.
Over the hill, out of trouble.
All right, so here's to more Baja Bug. Anna did a really good job of recovering those seats for you. Oh.
It fell off.
Oh. Well, I guess we better put that seat cover back on.
Look at there. It's got like a little motorcycle seat.
Oh, that's kind of wet. That's gross. Imagine all the butt sweat that thing is soaked up.
Yeah.
I didn't say inspect it.
Got little straps.
Oh, it's got a button. Button it back together. All right, we'll do that. Well, we got the seat cover put on and a couple zip ties holding it down on that side and the button on the other side, and it's much better. I ain't got to worry about that cushion falling off. Just got to worry about banging your head on TTI headers. How's it sit now, Dad?
Looks like brand new.
Perfect. Now you got a floorboard that you know is still there.
Yeah.
Making sure the seat's all the way back.
That would be uncomfortable. Them springs. Probably need to do more of a, when we put the new cover on, nice piece of foam or something.
Oh, is it not that great?
Well, I got this one spring on this side kind of working on you.
Oh, maybe we got the cushion a little out of place. You ain't gonna worry about the passenger seat? You're gonna yard dart it?
Yes, sir. I can put that passenger seat in, but I still got all that wiring to do.
That's true.
I'm
All
just
right.
wanting to get it back down.
Well, let's see if this thing will frickin' move then. All right, are we ready for this, Dad?
Well, it's gonna have to happen sooner or later.
Well, fire her up. We know this thing will fire right up for us because she's pretty dead on. Once this thing moves under its own power and we know the brakes work and everything, then Dad's gonna start working on his gauge panel where he ain't gonna have to hokey poke it.
Let me hook up the battery.
That'd be good.
Looks like I gotta fix my racing shoes.
Oh yeah, Dad's wearing his brunch today. All right, we'll work on bug start take 2.
All right, ready?
All right.
Here's
Do the.
ignition.
All right, there we go.
Ignition. Here's start.
There we go. Yeah, I'll hold the headers out of the way. My wind chime. It's got the walrus in the steering system. That's my dad, everybody. He never fails to freaking impress, which I wish I could be that cool someday where, you know, in his Dodge Semi over there, he's banging gears, throwing rocks, and now... he's doing it in the old Baja Bug. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, I can only imagine the smile on his face right now. Oh, this is glorious. All these months of work in the background to film this whole series, so that way Dad's got himself another toy to play with and give you guys content. Ah, that's what this whole video series has been about. This is what makes it worth it. Also on Father's Day weekend, oh, a blessing to all the good fathers out there, and even to the ones who aren't so great, but at least you tried. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna assume you love it.
Yeah, somebody's got the power.
Everybody, I can already tell the comments. Oh, did they ever fix that valve spring? No.
Those are closed.
VW heads aren't that expensive. Oh, I actually heard something kind of fluttering out of that bank, which is the one with the broken valve spring. Oh, that thing's amazing. Oh, this is the best part about having this property. Oh, he's in the field. Oh, crap. I don't know. Looks like it's too much fun.
Something's doing a lot of bouncing around. I think it's that box in the back.
Oh, yeah, all the extra parts in the back. Yeah, it could be that.
I don't think that valve spring's giving it any problem.
I heard a little bit of flutter when you took off the last time, when you're going out the drive, but not that bad. Tires are doing good. The camera's pretty dusty.
Those things are all good. Brakes a little bit spongy. I probably do need to leave them on.
Yeah. Probably be a good idea to probably let her cool down for a little bit. It's probably the first time it's actually done anything this cool in a long time. That is impressive.
Let's see how reliable it is.
That is true. This is a good test. Look at that. Look at that. That's freaking amazing.
Badger wants to go to work.
Oh, we never did paint over the expandable floor covering. Whoops.
That's character.
We were supposed to paint that over so that way viewers couldn't see it, and I just pointed it out. Oh well.
We could call it fungus.
Fungus. The Baja Bug's got the fungus. Oh, so the next time you see this thing, we're gonna be duding this thing up, putting headlights in it, fixing the fiberglass probably in a couple of places, and of course putting all the turn signals and chrome bits and transforming this thing into just a little bit finer version of what you see. So if you folks enjoyed this in any fashion, hope to see you in the next video. So Dad, what do you guys say?
Bye-bye.
And I say bye-bye to everybody and happy Father's Day.
Father.